40, your neck can age faster than your face sometimes, and nobody ever warns you. They just tell you, bring your skincare down to your neck. But what if that's not fixing your issue? Because sagging, crepey texture, tech necklines, and banding, those are all different issues, and different issues need different fixes. And so today we are breaking down what actually causes neck aging, what actually works at home, what actually tightens sagging skin, and when it might be time to see that professional. Hello baddies, I'm Danielle, your over 40 aging like a baddie guide. Now on this channel, we mix real skin science with real life skin solutions for grown skin. Especially for skin of color and midlife changes, because your midlife changes can come at you quickly. Because we're not aging confused, we're aging informed. Now the first thing we're gonna be talking about is why is the neck aging so fast? Now in order to fix something, you need to know why you need to fix it in the first place. So let's quickly go over that. Now, your neck is going to age faster because as we age, the skin is thinning. There's less collagen, which means faster sagging. 2, there are fewer oil glands in the neck. Fewer oil glands means drier skin. Drier skin means you get that crepey texture. Number 3, constant movement. We're doing a lot, especially, looking down on our phones, and that can be causing extra lines on the neck as well. Number 4, muscle changes. The platysma muscle weakens, which causes banding and laxity. And number 5, fat and bone changes. So there's less of that structural support. Because aging is not just one problem, it's layers of change. Different causes, you're gonna need different solutions. Which brings us to section 2, what you can actually do at home, because being consistent and using the right type of products is going to help you along the way. Now, there are 3 major skincare categories that you need to pay attention to when it comes to your neck. The first of which are retinoids, which is the gold standard. And they're the gold standard because they are proven, like they have their receipts. You can check their homework, check their work and all of that. Boom, there it is with retinoids. Retinoids increase collagen, improve texture, reduce lines, and over time they actually helps to thicken the skin. And here's where the products come in, and you don't even have to take notes because everything is going to be listed in the description. You have options like the Rock Derm Correction Stick for easy neck application. Like you just right here with it. It's actually kind of therapeutic if you think about it. There's the Olay Retinol 24 if you want something that's a nice, thick, luxurious feeling cream without having that big, thick, luxurious price tag. Or if you prefer something in a serum form, I love the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. Now, I picked these because these are brands with serious R&D. R&D stands for research and development if you didn't know. So, you got, like I said, those are their receipts. They have the science proven behind it. And it's not just some TikTok hype, okay? They might get hyped on TikTok, but they actually have the receipts to prove why they're being hyped. Now, when it comes to retinoids, you want to start slow as always, but you want to start even slower with the neck because the neck tends to be a little bit more sensitive than the face is. Now, if retinoids help to rebuild the skin, peptides help to tighten and firm what's already there. So let's talk about peptides. So peptides help to signal collagen production, and they help improve elasticity over time. They're not as aggressive as retinoids are, but they're great for that looser looking skin that starts to creep in during your 40s. You can find options like Olay's new Regenerous Neck Treatment with a very convenient roll-on application that I also kind of like to use without squeezing the product out. I just take the roller, and I sometimes, if I have a little headache, I just kind of roll it on the temples. It feels so good. Or if you just prefer a traditional cream that you kind of just scoop out, the L'Oreal Revitalift Triple Power Moisturizer is also a great pick. And again, these are from solid research-backed brands, not just hype. I told you on this channel, we're about real skin science, okay? And speaking of science, however, if you skip sunscreen on your neck, okay? Sunscreen goes everywhere, obviously, but if you skip it on your neck, you might as well just forget about what I just said, about the retinoids and the peptides. It's like a Men in Black moment, get a little stick and then your memory's erased. Now, sunscreen is important. I talk about that quite often on this channel, but as a reminder, and if you're new here, because UV is your biggest hater when it comes to aging. UV is the biggest culprit behind collagen breakdown. You know, collagen is the protein in the skin that helps to keep it snatched. However, after 25, you're losing about 1% of collagen each year. At the tender age of 45 in August, I will have lost about 20% of the collagen, you know, throughout the years. And collagen loss is the cause of so many of the facial aging issues that we have. However, sunscreen can help protect us from that. And listen, y'all, it is getting warmer out. Might you find yourself at a swanky garden party this spring? You know, with your neck and décolletage exposed, you're gonna wanna put some sunscreen on that, boo. Now, you can absolutely use your regular sunscreen on your neck. I tend to use whatever my body sunscreen is on my neck, just because, you know, body sunscreens tend to come in bigger bottles and they tend to be less expensive than the facial ones. However, two of my picks include the Neutrogena Hydra Boost SPF 50 if you want something lightweight that feels like a serum. However, if you want something a little thicker but still is quite lightweight, it's not going to be greasy, the La Roche-Posay and Thelios Melt-In Milk Sunscreen SPF 60. Now listen, folks, we are not rebuilding collagen just to let the sun undo all our handiwork. Now, skincare builds the foundation, and if you want to shop any of the skincare items I mentioned, they'll be linked in the description box. But if you want to accelerate results without stepping into a med spa, let's talk about some things that you can do at home with some at-home devices. So, section 3, we are going to be talking about at-home devices that actually work. Now, I know a lot of things that you see on the internet look like, you know, a little BS, and a lot of them are. However, if you want gradual tightening and smoothing over time and you don't want to leave your house, red light therapy is your girl. So red light therapy helps to increase collagen. Remember, we're losing the collagen 1% every year after 25. So you want things to help build up that collagen, but it also helps to reduce inflammation over time as well. It helps improve texture, it helps with fine lines, and it helps with some laxity. But results do require you to be patient, and I know that's for some of you. However, you know, you put in your time, you're gonna get some results. I used a red light therapy mask for my neck. I started noticing, you know, a little drooping in the neck area, and it snatched me up. So it took about 10 weeks for me to see results, and I used the red light therapy mask 3 nights a week for 10 minutes each time. And this is a mask that, you know, you can walk around, cook, clean, watch TV, you know, all that other stuff, right? Whilst you are being snatched. Now, there's a lot of red light devices out there, but I'm gonna tell you what you need to look for so that you're not, you know, left with something you know, waste your money on. Now, you wanna look for devices that use red light within the range of 630 to 660 nanometers. So that's the range that testing has shown that red light is effective. Now, some of these devices, you do get a lot of bang for your bucks. You might have near infrared light in there as well. And you want to look for enough power density to be effective. And that's typically the devices that have a lot of the lights on it. Because you don't want just, you know, one light here or there, because then it's like, okay, I'm snatched here, but I'm still sagging here. You want something that's going to be quite robust. And you also want something that's going to be comfortable, because like I said, with mine, I wore it 3 nights a week, 10 minutes each time. If that thing was choking me or like, you know, requiring me to sit down all the time to use it, I probably would not have been consistent, and without consistency, you don't get results. Now, if your concern is early sagging and you want a bit of a lift without needles, then you might want to look at microcurrent. So microcurrent uses low-level electric current to stimulate your facial and your neck muscles. And then it temporarily lifts and tightens the skin by improving the muscle tone. So think of it like a workout of your platysmal muscle. So the results are going to be noticeable very quickly, but it does require maintenance. Like, you know, you can't just work out once and then expect to have, you know, 6-pack abs for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lift while you use it, but if you stop using it, you know, you're not gonna see the lift. So what you need to look for when you're looking at microcurrent devices is you want something with adjustable intensity levels. You also want conductive gel compatibility and strong safety reviews. And you know, that's a plus. It should feel like a mild tingle, but not like a painful shock, okay? Now, if you combine your topical skincare, which we discussed, and you know, some of my pics are linked below, with consistent use of an at-home device, you're gonna get great results. However, if you're looking to up the ante on your neck transformation, you're gonna have to sashay your pretty little behind in to see a well-vetted pro. So let's talk some in-office procedures. And we're in section 4 now, folks. Now, if you already have visible sagging on your neck, topical creams alone are not going to address the issue. Yes, you still need the topical creams, but that alone is not going to solve the issue if you're looking to tighten that sagging skin. So if you're in the early stages of sagging and want some tightening without surgery, radiofrequency might be your first step. So radiofrequency uses heat to stimulate collagen and to tighten the deeper layers of skin over time. Now, it is best for mild to moderate laxity, and it gives gradual natural looking results. So it's not like, you know, all of a sudden your neck is, you know, 52 and then you use this and now your neck is 12. Nah, it's like, okay, your neck is 52. Now it's 47. Now it's 45. You know, that kind of thing. But if you want deeper lifting, okay, you wanna, but you're not ready to go under the knife yet, Ultherapy goes lower than most non-invasive treatments. Ultherapy uses focused ultrasound to target the deeper connective tissue layers, which then helps to lift and tighten the neck and the jaw over a couple of months. So it's stronger than basic tightening, but it's not gonna be like, it's still subtle, it's refinement, it's not like a neck lift treatment. Now, if your main issue is texture, crepiness, fine lines, then laser resurfacing might be right up your alley. So laser resurfacing removes the damaged top layers and stimulates new collagen production. Now folks, okay, those of us with melanated skin, you have to thoroughly vet who you go to with most things when it comes to skincare, but especially when it comes to some of these like deeper lasers, you have to go to someone who's not only well skilled with laser resurfacing, but you have to go to someone who is well skilled with laser resurfacing with deeper skin tones, because our deeper skin tones are not to be played with. Our skin can be highly reactive. You can wind up getting burned, and that burn can turn into hyperpigmentation or a keloid. That's a lot. You know, you went in there to tighten your neck, now you got, you know, burn on your neck and you just look crazy. So now here's something that I did not realize was a thing, okay? You can use injectables to improve the look of your neck, but it's not for every single issue and every single circumstance. But if you have a specific issue, it can give you some amazing results, albeit temporary, but I would argue that most of these things here are temporary because our skin is going to continue to age. So if your concern is bands, contour, or structure, injectables can be really great at refinement, but understand that they're not lifting tools. Now, I saw some really cool videos where they use Botox to help to relax the neck muscles that are, you know, causing the bands. And again, that's something that's going to be temporary. Botox does take some time for you to see results, usually about 2 to 4 weeks. And then the results themselves, depending on the type of Botox. And I say Botox, but obviously I mean the overall category of neuromodulators. How long it lasts is going to depend on which neuromodulator that you use. Some of the newer ones do last a little bit longer, but typically neuromodulators last a couple of months. Some people might see, you know, a noticeable change longer than that, maybe even up to a year. Now, filler can help to restore structure along the jawline, and it can also help to soften some lines. Filler is going to add volume though. It's not going to help with lift and sagging. Because if there's like true laxity, filler, you know, that's gonna make the situation look worse than better. So like I said, injectables can be really amazing tricks for specific issues. Otherwise, it's like, why are you wasting your money and you're gonna look weird? Like, that's not smart. Now, when it comes to filler, you definitely wanna make sure that the person you go to specializes in this particular type of treatment. You can't just be going to somebody all willy-nilly. Like, you're not gonna go to your local grocer, you know, in the meat department asking them to fix a flat tire. I mean, maybe. You know, on the side they fix flat tires. You really gonna go to the butcher for your flat tires? You wanna make sure that you go to someone who specializes in that. Like, not all dermatologists specialize in cosmetics, and not everybody knows what they're doing. So that's where you go with your reviews, and you look in and you do your research. Now, we are climbing the ladder. You know, we have come to the part where if you are looking for dramatic results, so if you have significant loose skin and you're looking for dramatic, long-lasting results, surgery is the only true structural fix. So let's talk about some of these procedures. So a neck lift involves tightening the skin and strengthening the underlying muscles in the neck. So everything else that we talked about, the retinoids, the peptides, sunscreen, the at-home devices, the in-office procedures, these are things that are going to help to stimulate collagen, but surgery is going to actually be able to go in and fix the structure. So think of it like this. Say you want to tone up, right? Like you want a certain kind of snatched kind of where you can see the outline of your muscles and whatnot, right? You ain't gonna get that from just putting some moisturizer on. The moisturizer is gonna make your skin look good. It's going to improve the texture of your skin, give it some radiance. Sunscreen is gonna help protect it from further breaking down, but ultimately you still got them same flat muscles that you had before. Now, everything else that we mentioned is going to stimulate collagen, and everything else that we mentioned are still tools that you're gonna need even after you get a neck lift. However, surgery is going to physically reposition the tissue. So if you want to fix an aging neck after 40, you gotta be realistic with your expectations, boo. Daily retinoid and sunscreen usage along with consistent hydration, that's really gonna help, and it should not be skipped. But think of it like if you wanted to tone your body, you're not realistically gonna think that by putting on a body butter that all of a sudden your body's gonna be toned. Yeah, your skin's gonna look good, you know, the texture is gonna improve, you're gonna be radiant. However, you gotta get in there and work the muscles out. Do that weight training. Even as you're doing the weight training and get your body all toned, you still gonna need them creams, because otherwise you're gonna be dry and ashy with muscles. At-home devices are helpful as well, but if you're looking for more dramatic results, in-office procedures and obviously surgery is gonna get you there. And even then, like I mentioned, you're still going to need your daily retinoid plus your sunscreen, consistent hydration. That foundation ain't never gonna change, and you know, like I keep saying, everything is linked below. Now, if you want to hear more about how red light therapy helped to snatch my neck, you definitely want to check out this video here, because I break it down. I break down the device that I used, how long I was using it, things you need to know, all of that. Click on it here, and I'll see you there.